I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be why men become impotent sometimes. Well, I would tell you a story from my own life. Many years ago, when I was before I made the choice to get out of the real estate, mortgage, and construction industry, which is something I went to college for. It took me 7 years to get my degree. I got my general contractor's degree. I got my broker's license. I had 2 houses. I had 2 cars. I had jet skis, boat, house on the lake, lots of nice furniture. I had a $2.5 million office building with my business partners. We had 40 employees. I mean, I'd spent the better part of 20 years of my life building this whole business and this whole lifestyle. And what was going on was, this was back in 2004, 2005, property values were skyrocketing, and our business was built around the real estate industry being mostly a buyer's market, which had, for the most part, had historically been that. But what happened was our average sales price to our clients was about $189,000. And within a 6-month period of time, those same houses, they basically almost doubled in value. They went to $300,000. And so our advertising was still bringing in lots of clients. The problem was that they were pretty much priced out of the market because the houses that they could afford were now almost $300,000. So it was next to impossible to find decent houses in good neighborhoods that they wanted and that they could qualify for. And so something else that was also going on was I was realizing I just simply didn't have the same internal enthusiasm for the real estate and mortgage industry that I once had. And what I realized, because I spent a lot of time looking inward and internally and asking myself if I really wanted to stay in the real estate and the mortgage business long term. And because, I mean, you figure I spent 20 years almost building this whole business and this whole lifestyle, and then if I was going to stay in real estate, it was going to require me completely changing our business model. And that was something we'd spend almost a decade building, because I had started that company back in '96 when it was just me. And here we are, 2005, and now we're having a hard time finding houses for our clients. And it was dramatically affecting, or starting to affect, the cash flow of our business. And so, I'm coming home at night. I got 2 business partners. We got 40 employees working for us. So, all these people all depend upon us for their paychecks and being able to support their families through our company. And I'm thinking long term, I don't know that we're definitely not going to be able to make it unless we change our business model in some kind of drastic way. And so when I sat down and I thought about it, and I'm basically looking at having to completely change our business model, or thinking if there was something else that I wanted to do that was more emotionally compelling to me. And what I realized was that I just simply didn't have the same internal enthusiasm for real estate and mortgages that I once had. And so what I decided to do was that instead of completely revamping our business model and starting over in the real estate and mortgages with a new business model and just a core group of people, what I decided to do, that it's just my heart wasn't in it anymore. And if your heart's not into something, you're not going to be really good at it, and you're not going to make the effort that you really need to make. And so as I'm going through all this, I'm coming home at night and scratching my head, and I just kind of, in some ways, I felt impotent as a man. I didn't feel the success and the confidence that I once had, because I didn't have the enthusiasm for my company that I once had. I'd spent my whole life doing this, and then all these changes in the market that pretty much happened within a 6-month period, it was very tough and hard to deal with. And so sometimes when I was having sex with my girlfriend, I would just completely lose my erection, or I wouldn't be able to get it up at all, just because, like I said, I felt mentally and emotionally impotent. And so because I had a great relationship with my girlfriend, we had a really great, fantastic communication, because normally what would happen in a situation like that is the woman would get more into her masculine, and that would just totally destroy the sexual polarity and the sexual chemistry. And she was great about it. I mean, what she did is she became more feminine and more sexually enticing, and also more sexually aggressive. And so this took the pressure off of me to perform, Because like a lot of times what would happen then is I'd wake up in the mornings and I'd like look down and she'd be down there giving me a blowjob, and that was how she would wake me up in the morning. She wanted to play and have fun, and so this enabled me just to kind of hang back and to relax and not feel like I had pressure to perform in my relationship, because I already had enough pressure and stress in my business. And so she made up for it by being more sexually aggressive, and this allowed me just to relax and hang back and just enjoy the sensations of making love to my girlfriend. And it helped me get through that difficult time until I made the decision to get out of the real estate and mortgage business and liquidate everything, take the capital that I had, and focus on becoming a full-time life coach. And once I made that decision, I felt 1,000 times better, because now I knew what I was going to do. I felt I had new goals, new emotionally compelling goals, and I felt reinvigorated again. So I didn't feel mentally, it was obviously, there was still a lot of uncertainty because I was completely starting a new business. I had spent 20 years of my life basically preparing, working in, and getting to that point in my life. And now here I was going in a completely different direction with a new business that I would have to figure out a new business model for. And so I got an email here also from one of my clients who's going through a difficult situation. And so he's had something pop up in his family that's added emotional stress. And just to kind of give you a little background, his girlfriend has this guy that she's friends with that who's basically trying to get into her pants. And this guy had always had a girlfriend the whole time that my client's girlfriend was single. And so now my client is in a relationship with her. This guy has since broken up with his girlfriend. And so my client's girlfriend has been texting this guy behind his back and flirting with him, and she'll have him meet them out when they're doing things, and he knows that this guy's trying to get into her pants. And so far she's rebuffed his advances, but she's also flirting with the guy and texting him and talking to him. And so let me read here what's going to be going on. He says, so things have been up and down with the girlfriend. There are a lot of things that aren't perfect, but we both want to work on a relationship. The last couple of days I have been stressed about a family issue in my life relating to money issues with one of my parents. It has been affecting my performance with my girlfriend. Yesterday and today, right in the middle, I lost it. I'm still totally in love with her and find her very attractive. The problem is this affects both of us, and it makes her feel as though she can't please me, and makes me feel like I'm not fully a man. Is this normal? What can I do to help this? I feel this could drive something between us. This has made me feel very insecure, which doesn't help the matter. Well, first and foremost, I would say it's time to have some real and some honest communication with your girl. You got to tell her, just say, look, I love you, I adore you, I want you. And I'm going through a difficult time already with this family issue. And now, to be quite honest with you, you texting this guy behind my back and talking to him and inviting him out, it just makes me feel that you're not 100% committed to you and me. I'm sure you wouldn't like it if I was texting and flirting 3 or 4 other really pretty girls behind your back, would you? And of course she's going to say, of course not. And so she needs to focus on your relationship and cut this other guy loose and just say, hey, look, I've got a boyfriend, I'm in a relationship with him, and I don't appreciate, and neither does he, you always trying to get in my pants behind his back. And so she needs to cut him loose and focus on that and open the lines of communication between you and her. And I would have her initiate more of the sex. Just have her just do similar to what my girlfriend was doing. Get her to be more feminine. Get her to initiate the sex so you can just kind of lay back and relax and just enjoy being in the moment. That will definitely help your relationship out, because you got to get this issue with this other guy. You got to get him out of the way, because things are never going to be great between the two of you if there's still some dude that's constantly trying to get in your girlfriend's pants. And most women would just rebuff this guy, but the fact that she's still texting him and talking to him, that's definitely not going to help matters. So if you find this message of value, you can show your appreciation by going down to the Wibbia toolbar at the bottom of your screen and clicking the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information in this video. At the very least, please share this page with all of your friends and family by clicking any one of the social network sharing buttons, which are also located in the Wibbia toolbar at the bottom of your screen. And if you've got a question that you'd like to ask me or a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, just click the Contact Me tab, which is on the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 3 or 4 paragraphs detailing your situation, and give me several days to get back to you with a detailed response. And if you'd like to book a paid phone coaching session with me personally, just click the Products tab, which is at the top of your screen, and follow the instructions. And I will talk to you soon.